Hello folks. Today we're going to go through some exercises that will make you a better guitar player in a very short period of time. This is the kind of stuff that the pro guys are practicing, and whether you're a pro or not, it's just something that really just gets your fingers going and will make a big difference in your playing, like I said, in short order. Something also that once you get the hang of practicing this type of stuff, this is something that you could pretty much practice like in front of the TV, when you're watching TV or something like that. Would certainly annoy the shit out of anyone sitting next to you watching TV, but something you could do along those lines if you wanted to. So at any rate, I'm going to zoom in now and we'll get started. For this kind of exercises, I pretty much wouldn't even bother with an amplifier. You might be even better off without amplifier because you can just really hear what you're doing. We're just going to warm up and just do 16th notes and just strictly work on right hand and just get the right hand going. So and let me turn the metronome on here, but that's kind of the pattern that we're going to be doing. Metronome is set at 100, pretty slow. Okay, I think you get the idea on that one. I would do the same exercise. I'm just muting here. We're not playing anything. It's the same exercise with doing a little bit of a palm mute. Okay, and okay, and then you could also break it down and do it a single string. And switch. Okay. The idea behind this is, well, obviously you don't have to do 16ths. You could start out with 8th, and of course you could change the tempo and increase it. 100 is really relatively slow. You need to get up to pretty safely, I would say 150 doing 16th notes, because most songs are in the 125 area for beats per minute. So if you can do 150 or so, or even a little bit more, I think you'd be in the safe zone. Okay, the next pattern we're going to do is strictly based on a pentatonic, the 5-note scale. If you're not familiar with pentatonic scale, pause the video and go and get some instruction on that and come back. So normally how I do it is I usually start right around here on the 3rd fret G, okay, and we're just going to do box 1 shape on the pentatonic scale, and how we're going to do it is like this. And I just went up 1 octave to the G here. Okay? And then once we hit the G here, ultimately do the same thing and go back down. and do it with the metronome. Let's try it. Let's try it at 100. That's 16s at 100. Okay, let's try that. So remember now, here's our 16. Pretty slow. I think you get the idea. Now remember now, I'm starting at a down pick, and I'm doing all alternate picking, all up down. All alternate. Ultimately, I'm trying to get a little bit of palm muting in there, just right there across the bridge saddles. I'm trying to cut my pick in on an angle. I'm also using a heavy gauge pick, like this happens to be a Dunlop Jazz 3 style pick, which seems to be a popular one. It's been around since I was a kid. Trying to cut it in on a little bit of an angle and do alternate pick. So this is what we're doing, is really a picking exercise. However, getting us to go through the pentatonic scale too, box one shape, okay, which is obviously the one you use most of the time. The other next exercise, very similar. Next exercise, we're also going to use box one shape. We're going to do the same kind of thing. We're going to start here at the G, work our way up one octave to the G. The same type of thing. However, we're going to do it with a hammer on and just a down pick. So we're going to go down, hammer on. But we're going to do it in a sweeping motion. And then a sweeping motion up. A sweep motion down, sweeping motion up. I'll give you an example of what this is going to look like. The reason we're doing this is really ultimately is to work on your sweep pick. Now you can do that, of course, with the metronome again, and however you want to do it, if 16ths or 8ths or whatever speed works for you, that you can do it. But ultimately, once again, your goal is to hit at least 140, 150 on the metronome, doing 16th notes. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Now the next one is kind of chromatic. Not really chromatic, but it's kind of chromatic. It's almost chromatic. Same principle behind it here. We're going to be doing 4 notes per string now. Alternate pick. And we're going to start here once again at the G note and work up 1 octave and down, ultimately. This is also palm mute. And it's just like almost 100% chromatic. So, Okay, we're at the G. And you could do the same thing, going backwards. You might have to shake out the hand a little bit before you make your way back. Okay, that's it for part 1. I'm going to pick it up again in part 2. Thanks for watching.